What if I told you that the country famous for its stunning beaches and friendly smiles could land you in prison for stepping on the wrong piece of paper? Thailand, the nation that welcomes millions of tourists with open arms while hiding some of the strictest cultural taboos and shocking laws on earth. Behind those golden temples and paradise islands lies a complex web of ancient traditions, surprising contradictions, and rules that can turn a dream vacation into a legal nightmare. From sacred body parts you can never touch to food so extreme they'll make your stomach turn, Thailand operates on codes that most visitors never see coming. Today we're pulling back the curtain on the land of smiles to reveal the fascinating, sometimes shocking reality of what it's really like to live in this captivating country. Prepare to see Thailand like never before, because what you think you know about this nation might be completely wrong. 15. The Land of Smiles versus Hidden Shadows. Thailand earned its nickname, the Land of Smiles, through decades of marketing genius and genuine hospitality. But those famous smiles often mask a complex social structure that foreigners rarely understand. Walk through Bangkok's gleaming airports or tourist hotspots, and you'll encounter endless warmth. Street vendors grinning as they serve pad thai, taxi drivers chatting cheerfully despite traffic chaos, hotel staff bowing gracefully with genuine kindness. This isn't fake. Thai culture genuinely values harmony and avoiding confrontation, which creates an atmosphere of surface-level pleasantness that feels magical to visitors. Yet beneath this cheerful exterior operates an intricate system of social hierarchies, unspoken rules, and cultural expectations that can shift dramatically depending on context. That friendly vendor who jokes with tourists might become deadly serious when discussing politics or religion. The same society that appears relaxed about many Western behaviors maintains rigid standards around respect, status, and tradition that have remained unchanged for centuries. Thailand's tourism industry has mastered the art of presenting an accessible, welcoming version of Thai culture while keeping the deeper complexities hidden from casual visitors. Hotels train staff to anticipate foreign expectations. Restaurants modify traditional dishes for international palates. And entertainment districts cater specifically to tourist fantasies. This creates a parallel Thailand, one designed for visitors and another where locals navigate completely different social dynamics. The contradiction becomes apparent when tourists venture beyond the tourist bubble. Suddenly, innocent gestures become offensive mistakes, casual conversations touch forbidden subjects, and behaviors considered normal elsewhere violate sacred principles. Tourists might spend 2 weeks having amazing experiences, while unknowingly offending dozens of people who smile politely instead of correcting them. This duality isn't deceptive, it's protective. Thai society has learned to preserve its core values while accommodating foreign visitors who bring essential economic benefits. The smiles are real, but they're also shields. Maintaining harmony while keeping outsiders from disrupting delicate social balances that have sustained Thai culture for over 700 years. Understanding this complexity is the first step toward grasping what makes Thailand truly fascinating and why respecting its hidden depths matters more than most tourists realize. 14. Buddha rules everything. Buddhism isn't just Thailand's religion. It's the invisible hand guiding virtually every aspect of Thai law, social behavior, and daily decision-making in ways that constantly surprise outsiders. Over 90% of Thais practice Theravada Buddhism, and its principles have shaped the country's legal system, government policies, and cultural norms for centuries. What might seem like random rules or strange customs usually trace back to Buddhist teachings about respect, karma, and proper conduct. Take Thailand's famous lese majeste laws, some of the world's strictest. Criticizing the monarchy isn't just illegal, it's considered a violation of Buddhist principles about respecting authority and maintaining social harmony. The king traditionally holds the title of Defender of the Faith, making any disrespect toward royalty a religious offense as much as a legal one. People have received prison sentences for sharing Facebook memes or making offhand comments that authorities deem disrespectful. Buddhist concepts of karma directly influence Thailand's justice system and social attitudes. Many Thais believe that wrongdoers will face consequences in this life or the next, which sometimes leads to more lenient punishment philosophies, but also explains why certain offenses, particularly those involving disrespect or dishonor, receive surprisingly harsh treatment. The idea that actions ripple through multiple lifetimes makes intention and respect more important than might seem logical to non-Buddhist visitors. Even seemingly secular laws reflect Buddhist values. Thailand's restrictions on alcohol sales during certain hours stem from Buddhist teachings about mindfulness and avoiding intoxication. The country's approach to gambling, prostitution, and other vices creates legal gray areas because Buddhism emphasizes personal responsibility for moral choices rather than absolute prohibitions. Temple etiquette reveals how deeply these principles penetrate daily life. Removing shoes, covering shoulders and knees, never pointing feet toward Buddha images, maintaining quiet voices. These aren't just tourist guidelines, but expressions of Buddhist respect that carry legal weight. Tourists have faced charges for inappropriate temple behavior because such actions violate religious laws embedded in Thailand as legal code. The morning almsgiving ritual, where monks collect food donations, demonstrates Buddhism's integration into modern Thai life. Office workers in business suits stop their commutes to offer rice or curry to passing monks, maintaining ancient traditions within contemporary urban settings. This seamless blending of sacred and secular defines much of Thai society. 13. The feet are dirty rule. Thailand operates on a strict body hierarchy system rooted in Buddhist and Hindu traditions that designates certain body parts as sacred and others as impure, and violating these invisible boundaries can trigger genuine shock, offense, and even legal consequences. The human body, according to Thai beliefs, represents a spiritual map where the head holds the highest sacred status, while feet occupy the lowest, most contaminated position. Your head contains your soul and spiritual essence, making it absolutely forbidden for others to touch. Patting a Thai person's head, even a child's, constitutes a serious cultural violation that can provoke anger or distress. This extends beyond casual contact, pointing at someone's head, reaching over their head, or even playfully ruffling hair crosses sacred boundaries. Hair salons and barber shops perform special rituals before cutting hair because they're manipulating sacred space. Feet represent the opposite extreme, considered dirty, lowly, and spiritually contaminated regardless of actual cleanliness. Showing the bottom of your feet to another person, particularly toward religious images or respected individuals, delivers a profound insult. Sitting with feet pointed toward Buddha statues, monks, or elders violates fundamental respect principles. Even accidentally kicking someone or stepping over them requires immediate apologies and sometimes ritual cleansing. These rules create complex social navigation challenges. Sitting on floors requires specific leg positioning to avoid foot-pointing violations. Handing objects with feet, using feet to move items, or stepping on anything considered important triggers cultural alarms. Western habits like putting feet on desks, chairs, or tables appear shockingly disrespectful to Thai observers. The body hierarchy extends to other areas with surprising implications. Your right hand is considered clean and proper for eating and greeting, while the left hand is associated with bathroom activities and remains unsuitable for food or formal interactions. Passing items with the left hand, eating with the left hand, or offering handshakes with the left hand can create awkward situations. Religious contexts amplify these rules dramatically. Temples enforce strict body positioning requirements, where visitors must keep feet pointed away from sacred areas, heads lower than Buddha images, and movements respectful of spiritual space. Tourist infractions aren't just cultural faux pas. They can result in removal from temples or legal complications if authorities consider the behavior deliberately disrespectful. Understanding body hierarchy helps explain many seemingly arbitrary Thai social customs and reveals the spiritual framework underlying daily interactions that most foreigners never recognize. 12. Nightlife capital of the world, Bangkok and Pattaya have earned global reputations as adult entertainment capitals, creating a massive industry that simultaneously attracts millions of international visitors while generating complex feelings among Thai society about their country's international image. Thailand's nightlife scene operates on multiple levels, from legitimate bars and clubs to red light districts that cater explicitly to foreign tourists seeking experiences unavailable in their home countries. The numbers tell a striking story. Thailand welcomes over 35 million tourists annually, and a significant percentage visit specifically for nightlife experiences. Areas like Bangkok's Nana Plaza, Soi Cowboy, and Patpong, plus Pattaya's Walking Street, have become internationally famous destinations where Western men can access adult entertainment with fewer legal complications than most other countries. This creates a unique economic ecosystem where entire neighborhoods depend on foreign spending power. Thai attitudes toward this industry reveal fascinating cultural contradictions. Many locals work in tourism-related jobs that benefit indirectly from nightlife revenue. Yet traditional Thai society maintains conservative values around relationships and sexuality. The same culture that produces world-renowned adult entertainment districts also upholds strict family structures, arranged marriages, and religious principles that emphasize modesty and restraint. The industry operates through complex legal and social frameworks that allow it to flourish while maintaining plausible deniability. Prostitution technically remains illegal in Thailand, but enforcement varies dramatically by location and customer type. Tourist-oriented establishments often function openly, while local-focused venues face different standards. This creates parallel systems where foreigners experience one version of Thai law, while locals navigate entirely different expectations. Economic necessity drives much of the industry's workforce. Rural poverty, limited educational opportunities, and family financial pressures push many young Thais toward tourism jobs that offer higher incomes than traditional work. The money flowing into nightlife districts supports not just workers, but entire extended families in rural provinces who depend on remittances from Bangkok or Pattaya jobs. International perception creates ongoing tension within Thai society. Many Thais feel frustrated that their country's reputation focuses on nightlife rather than cultural heritage, natural beauty, or economic development. Government campaigns regularly attempt to rebrand Thailand's image, promoting cultural tourism and family-friendly attractions. But the adult entertainment reputation persists because it generates enormous revenue that's difficult to replace. The COVID pandemic revealed the industry's economic importance when nightlife shutdowns devastate entire communities dependent on tourist spending, highlighting how deeply integrated adult entertainment has become within Thailand's broader economic structure. 11. Love, dating, and marriage rules. Thai romance and relationship customs create a fascinating contradiction between the country's reputation for liberal nightlife and deeply conservative traditions that still govern how most locals approach love, dating, and marriage. While tourists might assume Thailand's relaxed attitudes extend to all romantic matters, traditional Thai courtship follows strict protocols that have remained largely unchanged for generations. Traditional Thai dating maintains formal structures that prioritize family approval, gradual relationship development, and clear gender role expectations. Young Thais often require parental permission for serious relationships, and families actively participate in evaluating potential partners based on education, career prospects, financial stability, and social status. The concept of kreng jai, consideration and deference, governs romantic interactions, meaning couples avoid public displays of affection and maintain respectful boundaries even in private settings. Marriage negotiations frequently involve detailed financial discussions, including sin-sod dowry, payments from grooms to brides' families. These payments can range from modest symbolic amounts to substantial sums equivalent to years of salary, depending on the bride's education, social status, and family expectations. The practice reflects traditional views of marriage as alliances between families, rather than just individual romantic choices. Buddhist principles influence relationship expectations significantly. Many Thai couples consult monks or astrologers to determine auspicious wedding dates, evaluate compatibility, and receive blessings for their unions. Religious ceremonies often precede or accompany civil marriages, incorporating ancient rituals that invoke spiritual protection and community support for new couples. Modern urban ties increasingly blend traditional expectations with contemporary dating practices, creating hybrid approaches that satisfy family requirements while accommodating personal preferences. Dating apps, international relationships, and career-focused lifestyles challenge traditional timelines. But family pressure and cultural expectations remain powerful influences on romantic decisions. The generational divide becomes apparent in attitudes toward interracial relationships, particularly between Thai women and foreign men. Older generations often view such relationships with suspicion, assuming financial motivations or temporary arrangements, while younger Thais may be more accepting of genuine cross-cultural romance. However, successful international marriages typically require foreign partners to demonstrate long-term commitment, cultural respect, and financial stability to gain family acceptance. Women's changing roles complicate traditional relationship dynamics. Educated Thai women increasingly delay marriage for career advancement, challenge male-dominated decision-making, and seek partners who support their professional ambitions. This evolution creates tension between traditional expectations and modern realities that many couples must navigate carefully. 10. Weird laws tourists break. Thailand's legal system contains numerous laws that regularly trap unsuspecting tourists in serious legal trouble, often for actions that seem completely innocent or are perfectly legal in their home countries. These regulations reflect deep cultural values and historical sensitivities that visitors rarely understand until after they've already broken them. Lese majeste laws present the most dangerous legal minefield for tourists. Thailand's monarchy enjoys unique legal protection that makes any criticism, mockery, or disrespect a serious criminal offense punishable by up to 15 years in prison. This includes stepping on Thai currency, which bears royal images, making jokes about the royal family, sharing critical social media posts, or even accidentally damaging royal portraits. Foreign tourists have faced prosecution for Facebook comments made years earlier or casual remarks overheard by authorities. Drug laws impose extremely harsh penalties that shock visitors accustomed to more lenient policies elsewhere. Possession of even small amounts of marijuana, despite recent policy changes, can still result in prison sentences. Harder drugs carry penalties, including life imprisonment or death sentences. And Thailand's definition of drug trafficking includes quantities that other countries might consider personal use. Airport security frequently catches tourists with prescription medications that require special permits in Thailand. Import restrictions create unexpected legal problems for common travel items. E-cigarettes and vaping devices are completely banned, with violators facing fines and imprisonment. Certain medications legal elsewhere require advance permits or are completely prohibited. Even innocent items like laser pointers, certain toys, or traditional medicines can trigger customs violations with serious consequences. Cultural protection laws criminalize behaviors that damage religious or cultural sites. Inappropriate temple conduct, including incorrect dress, disrespectful photography, or improper behavior around religious objects, can result in arrest and deportation. Climbing on ancient ruins, touching Buddha statues, or removing artifacts constitutes cultural destruction under Thai law. Alcohol regulations surprise many tourists with their complexity. Sales restrictions during certain hours, religious holidays, and election periods create situations where tourists unknowingly purchase alcohol illegally. Public drinking outside designated areas, particularly near temples or schools, violates local ordinances that vary by location. Photography laws restrict images of military installations, government buildings, and sometimes private property without permission. Tourist photos of police activities, political protests, or sensitive locations can trigger security concerns and legal complications. Internet and communication laws criminalize content that authorities consider threatening to national security, royal dignity, or social harmony. Tourists sharing political opinions, religious criticism, or sensitive historical content through social media risk prosecution under computer crime legislation. Understanding these legal realities helps tourists avoid unintentional violations that could transform dream vacations into legal nightmares. 9. Street food paradise. Thailand's street food culture represents one of the world's most vibrant and accessible culinary scenes, where incredible flavors, rock-bottom prices, and authentic local experiences converge on virtually every street corner throughout the country. This isn't just about convenient snacks. Street food forms the foundation of how millions of Thais eat daily, creating a parallel restaurant system that operates outside traditional dining establishments. Bangkok alone hosts over 15,000 registered street food vendors, with countless others operating informally throughout the city. These vendors serve fresh, made-to-order meals for prices that seem almost impossible. Complete dishes costing less than $2, snacks for under 50 cents, and full meals that cost less than a coffee in most Western countries. The economic accessibility means that street food serves everyone from office workers to students to tourists seeking authentic flavors. The variety spans every imaginable Thai dish and regional specialty. Somtam, spicy papaya salad, vendors prepare fresh portions to individual spice preferences. Noodle soup stalls offer dozens of broth and protein combinations. And grilled meat vendors cook everything from chicken satay to exotic proteins over charcoal flames. Each vendor typically specializes in specific dishes, perfecting recipes through years of daily practice that often surpasses restaurant quality. Freshness standards in street food often exceed those of formal restaurants because vendors purchase ingredients daily and prepare everything to order. Morning markets supply fresh vegetables, herbs, and proteins that vendors use within hours. The rapid turnover means food rarely sits long enough to deteriorate, and customers can watch entire preparation processes from ingredient selection through final plating. Regional variations create distinct street food personalities in different areas. Northern Thailand features Burmese-influenced curries and fermented specialties. Southern regions emphasize seafood and coconut-based dishes, and Central Plains offer the classic pad thai and curry dishes most tourists recognize. Street food provides the most authentic way to experience these regional differences without expensive restaurant markup. The social aspect of street food eating creates community connections that formal dining rarely matches. Vendors remember regular customers' preferences, adjust spice levels to individual tastes, and often become neighborhood social hubs where locals gather to eat and socialize. Tourists who frequent the same vendors quickly become part of these informal communities. Food safety, despite common concerns, generally maintains high standards because vendors' reputations depend on customer health and satisfaction. Successful street food operations rely on repeat customers and word-of-mouth recommendations, creating strong incentives for maintaining quality and cleanliness standards that protect their business survival. 8. Festivals of Fire and Water. Thailand's festival calendar explodes with spectacular celebrations that transform the entire country into a playground of water fights, floating lanterns, and spiritual ceremonies that reveal the joyful communal heart of Thai culture beyond its more serious religious and social restrictions. These festivals provide essential glimpses into Thai values of community, spiritual reflection, and seasonal celebration that unite people across social and economic boundaries. Songkran, Thailand's traditional New Year celebration in April, has evolved into the world's largest water fight while maintaining deep spiritual significance. Originally a ceremony for washing Buddha statues and receiving blessings from elders, Songkran now encompasses 3 days of nationwide water battles where everyone becomes fair game for soaking. Streets transform into battlegrounds where strangers drench each other with water guns, buckets, and hoses in an atmosphere of pure joy and liberation from normal social restraints. The festival's spiritual elements remain central despite the playful chaos. Thais visit temples to make merit, pour scented water over Buddha images, and receive blessings from monks and elderly family members. The water symbolizes purification and renewal, washing away the previous year's misfortunes while preparing for fresh beginnings. This combination of reverence and revelry perfectly captures Thai culture's ability to blend sacred and secular experiences. Loy Krathong, the Festival of Lights in November, creates one of the world's most beautiful celebrations when millions of Thais release decorated floating baskets onto rivers, lakes, and canals while launching paper lanterns into the night sky. Each Krathong floating basket carries candles, incense, and personal prayers or wishes, creating magical waterways filled with flickering lights that drift away carrying spiritual messages. The festival honors water spirits and seeks forgiveness for polluting waterways throughout the year, reflecting Buddhist principles of environmental respect and personal accountability. Families gather at water sources to release their krathong together, creating intimate moments of reflection and hope amid spectacular visual beauty that photographers and tourists find irresistible. Regional variations add unique flavors to national celebrations. Northern Thailand's Yi Peng Festival coincides with Loy Krathong, filling Chiang Mai's skies with thousands of paper lanterns that create breathtaking aerial light shows. Southern provinces incorporate local traditions and ingredients into festival foods and decorations, while Bangkok celebrations blend traditional elements with modern entertainment and commercial activities. These festivals demonstrate Thailand's genius for creating inclusive celebrations that welcome participation regardless of religion, nationality, or social status, while maintaining cultural authenticity and spiritual meaning that enriches participants' understanding of Thai values and community spirit. 7. Beauty standards and ladyboys. Thailand's relationship with gender identity and beauty standards creates one of the world's most visible and accepted transgender communities, challenging Western assumptions about Asian conservatism while revealing complex social dynamics around gender expression, beauty ideals, and economic opportunities that continue evolving within traditional Buddhist frameworks. The term ladyboy or kathoey Thai describes individuals assigned male at birth who express feminine gender identity, though these labels encompass a spectrum of experiences from occasional cross-dressing to full gender transition. Thai Buddhism traditionally recognizes multiple gender categories beyond binary male-female distinctions, creating cultural space for gender diversity that predates Western LGBTQ movements by centuries. This acceptance, however, culminates with specific social expectations and limitations that complicate the community's experiences. Thailand's beauty industry capitalizes on gender fluidity through world-renowned cosmetic surgery, hormone therapy, and aesthetic treatments that attract international clients seeking gender-affirming procedures. Bangkok and Pattaya host numerous clinics specializing in male-to-female transitions, offering high-quality medical care at prices significantly lower than Western countries. This medical tourism brings substantial revenue while establishing Thailand's reputation as a gender transition destination. Beauty pageants specifically for transgender women, including Miss International Queen, showcase Thailand's kathoey community on international stages while reinforcing traditional feminine beauty standards. These competitions celebrate participants, transformation achievements, and artistic talents while maintaining conventional expectations about femininity, appearance, and behavior that can feel restrictive to some community members. Economic opportunities for kathoey individuals often concentrate in entertainment, tourism, and service industries where their presence has become normalized and sometimes specifically sought by employers. Cabaret shows, bars, restaurants, and hotels in tourist areas frequently employ transgender women, creating visible representation while potentially limiting career diversity. Traditional professions like teaching, government work, or corporate careers remain more challenging despite legal protections. Social acceptance varies significantly by region, age group, and social context. Urban areas and tourist zones generally show greater acceptance than rural communities, and younger generations tend toward more inclusive attitudes than older Thais. Family acceptance often depends on individual circumstances, with some families embracing transgender members while others struggle with traditional expectations and social pressures. Legal recognition has improved substantially, with Thailand allowing gender marker changes on official documents and implementing anti-discrimination protections in various sectors. However, gaps remain in areas like military service, marriage rights, and adoption policies that continue affecting the community's full social integration. The intersection of Buddhism, beauty culture, and gender identity creates unique spaces where spiritual acceptance, commercial opportunity, and social tradition negotiate ongoing relationships that influence both local experiences and international perceptions of Thailand's approach to gender diversity. 6. Jungle, beaches, and temples. Thailand's natural and architectural treasures create a stunning counterpoint to its reputation for nightlife and urban chaos, offering some of the world's most pristine tropical landscapes alongside ancient religious monuments that showcase the country's artistic and spiritual heritage across centuries of development. These attractions form the foundation of Thailand's appeal to travelers seeking beauty, adventure, and cultural enrichment beyond entertainment districts. The country's beaches rank among global favorites for their diversity and accessibility. Southern islands like Phuket, Koh Samui, and Koh Phi feature white sand beaches, crystal clear waters, and limestone cliffs that create postcard-perfect tropical paradises. Each island maintains distinct personalities. Phuket offers developed resort amenities, Koh Dao specializes in diving and marine life, while smaller islands like Koh Lai provide remote tranquility for travelers seeking escape from crowds and commercialization. Northern Thailand's mountains and jungles present entirely different landscapes filled with hill tribe villages, elephant sanctuaries, and trekking opportunities through pristine forests. Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai provinces offer cooler climates, ethnic diversity, and adventure tourism that ranges from ziplining through forest canopies to visiting ethical elephant rehabilitation, centers that prioritize animal welfare over tourist entertainment. Thailand's temple architecture represents one of the world's most distinctive religious art forms, combining Hindu, Buddhist, and indigenous influences into spectacular golden structures that dominate skylines throughout the country. Bangkok's Grand Palace complex showcases royal religious architecture at its most elaborate, with intricate murals, jeweled Buddha images, and architectural details that require generations of master craftsmen to complete. Wat Pho Temple houses Thailand's most famous reclining Buddha statue, stretching 46 meters in length and covered in gold leaf that creates an overwhelming presence within its housing structure. The temple also serves as Thailand's traditional massage school, maintaining ancient healing traditions alongside religious functions that demonstrate Buddhism's holistic approach to physical and spiritual wellness. Ancient ruins at Ayutthaya and Sukhothai reveal Thailand's historical kingdoms through massive stone temples, Buddha statues, and palace foundations that survived centuries of warfare and natural disasters. These UNESCO World Heritage Sites provide glimpses into Thai civilization's artistic achievements and religious devotion during periods when the kingdom ranked among Southeast Asia's most powerful empires. Natural parks protect Thailand's biodiversity through elephant reserves, tiger sanctuaries, and marine protected areas that balance conservation with sustainable tourism. Visitors can experience genuine wildlife encounters while supporting preservation efforts that protect endangered species and forest ecosystems facing pressure from development and climate change. 5. The 7 Deadly Foods. Thai cuisine pushes culinary boundaries with extreme dishes that challenge even adventurous eaters' limits, featuring ingredients and preparation methods that can shock, disgust, or terrify tourists while representing normal parts of Thai food culture that reflect resourcefulness, tradition, and very different concepts of what constitutes acceptable protein sources. Fried insects rank among Thailand's most famous extreme foods, with street vendors offering crickets, grasshoppers, silkworms, and giant water bugs as crunchy snacks that locals enjoy while tourists photograph in horror. These protein-rich treats provide affordable nutrition, especially in rural areas where conventional meat costs more than most families can afford regularly. Seasoned with garlic, chili, and fish sauce. Insects deliver surprisingly pleasant flavors once diners overcome psychological barriers about eating bugs. Raw blood soup, typically made from pig's blood mixed with herbs and vegetables, appears regularly on Thai menus despite its shocking appearance and metallic taste that few foreigners can tolerate. The dish provides iron and nutrients while utilizing animal parts that might otherwise go to waste, reflecting traditional approaches to food that prioritize nutrition and resource efficiency over aesthetic appeal or cultural comfort zones. Som tam with fermented crab challenges stomachs with its combination of spicy papaya salad mixed with whole fermented crabs, shells, and all, creating intense flavors and textures that can overwhelm uninitiated palates. The fermentation process creates strong, pungent tastes similar to aged cheese but applied to seafood in ways that Western diners rarely encounter outside specialized restaurants. Larb luat features raw meat mixed with fresh blood, herbs, and spices in a salad preparation that delivers intense flavors and textures while requiring absolute freshness to ensure food safety. This northern Thai specialty represents traditional hunting and butchering practices where nothing edible goes to waste, creating dishes that maximize nutrition from limited animal proteins. Century eggs, though Chinese in origin, appear frequently in Thai cuisine as ingredients in soups and salads. These preserved duck eggs age for weeks or months until the yolks turn dark green and cheese-like, deliver strong ammonia flavors that assault unprepared taste buds while providing concentrated nutrition and unique culinary experiences for adventurous diners. Balut, fertilized duck eggs containing partially developed embryos, represents one of Southeast Asia's most challenging foods for Western tourists. Vendors sell these boiled eggs as street snacks, complete with visible duck features that create visceral reactions among diners unaccustomed to eating recognizable animal forms within their food. Durian fruit, while not technically extreme, creates polarizing reactions with its overwhelming smell that many describe as rotting garbage mixed with gasoline. Despite sweet, creamy flesh that durian lovers consider the ultimate tropical food experience. Hotels ban durian due to its persistent odor, yet Thai markets sell it as premium fruit, commanding high prices from devoted fans. 4. Corruption and daily bribes. Thailand's bureaucratic system operates through complex networks of unofficial payments, personal relationships, and under-the-table arrangements that create parallel systems for getting things done efficiently while generating ongoing frustration for locals and foreigners attempting to navigate official processes through legitimate channels alone. Traffic police interactions provide the most visible examples of Thailand's informal payment systems, where minor violations often result in on-the-spot fines that bypass official ticketing procedures. Drivers frequently negotiate direct payments with officers to avoid paperwork, court appearances, and formal penalties that could affect driving records. These arrangements benefit both parties. Police receive immediate income while drivers avoid bureaucratic hassles and potentially higher official fines. Government office transactions frequently require facilitation fees or special payments to expedite services that should theoretically be available through standard procedures. Visa extensions, business permits, construction approvals, and other official processes often move faster when applicants work through intermediaries who understand which officials require additional compensation to prioritize applications or overlook minor documentation issues. Business operations regularly navigate corruption expectations in ways that blur lines between legitimate fees and illegal bribes. Companies seeking permits, licenses, or regulatory approvals often discover that official requirements represent minimum standards, while actual approval requires additional payments to various officials who control different aspects of the approval process. Foreign businesses frequently struggle with these expectations, while local companies factor such costs into normal operating expenses. Educational institutions sometimes operate informal payment systems where better grades, admission preferences, or graduation requirements can be influenced through financial contributions that supplement official fees. Parents may feel pressured to provide gifts or payments to teachers and administrators to ensure their children receive fair treatment or additional attention within overcrowded public school systems. Healthcare systems blend public and private arrangements where patients can receive faster service, better accommodations, or preferential treatment through additional payments to medical staff. While not universal, these practices reflect resource limitations within public healthcare that create opportunities for staff to supplement low official salaries through patient gratuities. Construction and development projects often involve multiple payment streams beyond official permits and fees, including payments to local officials, police, and community leaders who control various aspects of project approval and implementation. Foreign developers frequently discover that advertised investment requirements represent only the beginning of actual costs needed to complete projects successfully. The system persists because it provides informal social safety nets for government employees whose official salaries often fall below living wage requirements, while offering faster, more personalized service for citizens willing to pay premium prices for efficiency and convenience within otherwise slow and bureaucratic official processes. 3. Cost of living on $600. Living in Thailand on $600 per month remains entirely feasible for many foreigners, particularly in smaller cities and rural areas, though lifestyle expectations and location choices significantly impact what this budget can accomplish in terms of housing, food, transportation, and entertainment options within the country's diverse economic landscape. Housing represents the largest expense category, with options ranging from basic studio apartments in provincial cities for under $150 monthly to shared accommodations or guest houses that provide adequate shelter for budget-conscious expats. Bangkok and tourist areas command higher prices, but even there, foreigners can find decent accommodations for $200 to $300 monthly by choosing locations slightly outside city centers or accepting older buildings with basic amenities rather than modern luxury features. Food costs remain remarkably low for those willing to eat Thai cuisine at local establishments rather than seeking Western restaurants or imported ingredients. Street food meals cost $1 to $3. Local restaurants serve complete dinners for under $5. And even higher-end Thai restaurants rarely exceed $10 per meal. Shopping at traditional markets and cooking at home can reduce food expenses to under $100 monthly while maintaining varied, nutritious diets. Transportation expenses vary dramatically by lifestyle and location choices. Motorbike taxis, local buses, and songthaws, shared pickup trucks provide cheap transportation for daily needs, while owning a scooter offers independence for under $50 monthly, including fuel, insurance, and maintenance. Air-conditioned buses and trains connect cities affordably, making domestic travel accessible even on tight budgets. Healthcare costs surprise many foreigners with their affordability and quality. Routine medical care, dental work, and prescription medications cost fractions of Western prices, while even major medical procedures remain accessible to budget-conscious expats. Health insurance specifically designed for long-term foreign residents provides comprehensive coverage for under $50 monthly. Entertainment and social activities offer enormous variety at budget-friendly prices. Movie tickets cost $3, local bars serve beer for under $2, and cultural activities like temple visits, festivals, and local markets provide free or very cheap entertainment options. Tourist activities aimed at foreigners cost more but remain affordable compared to similar experiences elsewhere. Utility costs for electricity, water, and internet typically total under $50 monthly for modest consumption, though air conditioning during hot season can increase electricity bills significantly. Many budget accommodations include utilities and rental prices, simplifying expense management for newcomers unfamiliar with local utility systems. The key to successful budget living involves embracing Thai lifestyle patterns rather than trying to recreate Western living standards at Thai prices, which allow $600 to provide comfortable, enjoyable living experiences that many expats find superior to higher-cost alternatives in their home countries. 2. Farang and expat life. Foreign residents in Thailand navigate complex social dynamics as farang, the Thai term for Westerners, experiencing both privileges and frustrations within a society that simultaneously welcomes foreign money while maintaining distinct boundaries between locals and outsiders that affect everything from pricing to social relationships to long-term integration possibilities. The dual pricing system creates ongoing tension where foreigners routinely pay higher prices for goods, services, and attractions than Thai nationals. Tourist sites, national parks, restaurants, and even some shops maintain separate pricing structures that charge foreigners 2 to 10 times more than locals pay for identical products or services. While frustrating for residents seeking equal treatment, this system reflects economic realities where foreign incomes typically exceed local wages by substantial margins. Social integration presents ongoing challenges despite Thailand's reputation for friendliness toward foreigners. Many expats find themselves confined to expatriate social circles or relationships with Thais who work in tourism-related industries, struggling to develop genuine friendships with locals who don't have economic incentives for foreign interaction. Language barriers, cultural differences, and different social customs create natural separation that requires substantial effort and cultural adaptation to overcome. Business ownership restrictions limit foreign investment and entrepreneurship through laws requiring Thai majority ownership in most business sectors. Foreigners can own condominiums but not land, creating property investment limitations that prevent the kind of long-term asset building available to citizens. These restrictions reflect historical concerns about foreign economic domination, while creating ongoing frustration for expats seeking deeper community integration. Visa requirements create administrative burdens that require regular renewals, border runs, and paperwork maintenance that can become expensive and time-consuming over years of residence. Different visa categories offer varying levels of stability, with retirement visas, marriage visas, and business visas each carrying specific requirements and restrictions that affect long-term planning and life decisions for foreign residents. Cultural expectations around foreign behavior often involve double standards, where locals may excuse or overlook cultural violations from tourists while holding long-term residents to higher standards of cultural sensitivity and appropriate conduct. Expats who fail to learn basic Thai language skills or show cultural respect may find themselves increasingly isolated from local communities despite years of residence. Economic advantages include lower cost of living, affordable health care, domestic help availability, and lifestyle options that many foreigners' home country salaries couldn't support. These benefits attract retirees, digital nomads, and career changers seeking enhanced living standards at reduced costs compared to Western alternatives. The expatriate community itself varies enormously, from wealthy retirees and luxury developments to budget backpackers, extending tourist visas indefinitely, creating diverse foreign subcommunities with different priorities, resources, and integration approaches that sometimes conflict with each other as much as with local customs and expectations. 1. The biggest sin of all Thailand's greatest transgression isn't found in its red light districts, corruption networks, or cultural contradictions, but in the disrespect that visitors and residents show toward the very traditions, beliefs, and institutions that make Thailand uniquely beautiful and culturally significant. A sin that threatens to erode the authentic character that initially attracts people to this remarkable country. The monarchy represents Thailand's most sacred institution, embodying centuries of cultural continuity, Buddhist principles, and national identity that transcends politics or personal opinions about individual rulers. When foreigners mock, criticize, or treat royal symbols casually, they read not just breaking laws, but attacking the spiritual and cultural foundation that unifies Thai society across class, regional, and generational boundaries. This disrespect cuts deeper than legal violations because it demonstrates fundamental misunderstanding of what holds Thai culture together. Buddhism provides the moral and philosophical framework that guides Thai social behavior, legal principles, and daily decision-making processes that create the harmony and respect that foreigners admire. When visitors ignore temple etiquette, treat religious sites as photo opportunities, or dismiss Buddhist customs as quaint superstitions, they undermine the very system that creates Thailand's peaceful, respectful social atmosphere while revealing their own cultural ignorance and arrogance. Traditional customs around hierarchy, respect, and social harmony are an arbitrary rules but carefully developed systems that maintain community stability and individual dignity within complex social relationships. When foreigners refuse to learn basic courtesy principles like proper greeting methods, appropriate dress standards, or respectful interaction patterns, they position themselves as entitled outsiders who expect accommodation without reciprocal cultural sensitivity. The environmental destruction that accompanies tourism development represents another form of cultural disrespect that threatens Thailand as natural heritage. Overcrowding at beaches and national parks, pollution from unregulated tourism activities, and development that prioritizes short-term profits over long-term sustainability damages the natural beauty that forms an integral part of Thai cultural identity and spiritual practice. Language represents the key to cultural understanding, yet many long-term foreign residents make minimal effort to learn Thai language basics, relying instead on English or expecting locals to accommodate their linguistic limitations. This linguistic laziness prevents deeper cultural understanding while reinforcing power dynamics that position Thai people as service providers rather than equal participants in cultural exchange. The commodification of Thai culture for tourist consumption creates situations where sacred traditions become entertainment, spiritual practices become photo opportunities, and authentic cultural expressions get modified or simplified to meet foreign expectations rather than maintaining their original meaning and significance within Thai society. True respect for Thailand requires recognizing that its attractions, natural beauty, cultural richness, spiritual depth, and social harmony emerge from complex systems that deserve understanding, appreciation, and protection rather than casual consumption or dismissive treatment that treats Thai culture as exotic entertainment rather than a living, breathing civilization worthy of genuine respect and careful preservation. Thailand emerges from this examination as a country of profound contradictions where ancient wisdom meets modern challenges, where sacred traditions coexist with commercial realities, and where surface-level accessibility masks deeper complexities that reward respectful exploration while punishing casual disregard for cultural boundaries and social expectations. The true Thailand reveals itself not through stereotypes about beaches and nightlife, but through understanding how Buddhist principles shape daily life, how social hierarchies maintain harmony, and how economic pressures create both opportunities and ethical dilemmas that locals navigate with remarkable grace and resilience. Visitors who take time to learn basic cultural principles, language basics, and respectful interaction patterns discover a Thailand far richer and more rewarding than tourist marketing suggests. Budget travelers can live comfortably on modest incomes by embracing Thai lifestyle patterns rather than demanding Western amenities at Thai prices. Street food offers incredible culinary adventures for adventurous eaters. Local transportation provides authentic cultural experiences, and traditional accommodations deliver better value than international hotel chains while supporting local communities directly. Safety requires awareness of legal and cultural boundaries that may not be obvious to newcomers. Learning about lese majeste laws, drug penalties, and cultural taboos prevents serious legal problems, while understanding social expectations around dress, behavior, and religious respect ensures positive interactions with locals who appreciate cultural sensitivity from foreign visitors. The key to positive Thailand experiences lies in approaching the country with humility, curiosity, and genuine respect for traditions that have sustained Thai civilization through centuries of change and challenge. Those who come seeking only entertainment or cheap living often miss the deeper rewards available to visitors who engage thoughtfully with Thai culture, contribute positively to local communities, and recognize that true travel involves learning and growing rather than simply consuming exotic experiences. Thailand offers incredible opportunities for adventure learning, cultural enrichment, and personal growth to those willing to step beyond tourist bubbles and engage authentically with one of the world's most fascinating and welcoming cultures, but only for those who approach it with the respect and curiosity it deserves.